We are back with the legend himself, Herman Moore, to talk about the Detroit Lions win on the playoffs, and then we got to face the Tampa Bay Buccaneers next week. Herm, how you doing?
Hey, you know what? I'm pinching myself because the guys got it done, man. Look, how there's no way we can't be happy. You asking me how I feel. I feel pretty proud right now. Pretty proud of a team that has accomplished so much in a short period of time, and it's come together in a really nice way. And then just seeing how loud Ford Field was is just come on. If you're a Detroit Lion fan, you are in heaven right now. Well, not quite there in heaven, but you're getting there.
Well, Herm, it looks like you're in heaven right now. The white background there. You got angels singing and flutes and stuff. Yeah, we're definitely in heaven right now. It's a great feeling. How about that crowd? Just going crazy, chanting Jared Goff, booing Stafford, just loud throughout the whole game. How about them?
Hey, the fans came out. They were ready. They were prepared. They even said, you think about during the course of the week, everyone talked about how loud it was going to be, how prepared they were going to be, how ready they were. It was the hottest ticket in town. They weren't there. I mean, if you got any last minute, you paid an arm and a leg for them. But it was what every atmosphere for a Detroit Lion franchise and a fan base that's been waiting for a team since 30 years ago, to win a playoff game and to host a playoff game. And I want to make sure people don't forget this. There have been really good teams and players that have come through this franchise since the drought. Okay, let's call it the drought. That I don't ever make sure people don't forget because they contributed to making sure they stayed here as loyal fans. So, we might be bringing in and sheltering in this new group of Lion players and organization of coaches and stuff like that. But I think when they win, we all win because we've all been through it and we've all paved the way for it to be what it was. And that was a special moment. That was a loud crowd. It were people who were coming out, and it was the fan base was so proud to wear Detroit Lion gear, to be there to say we're cheering for the Lions. So I mean, what more can you ask for as a player, as an organization, as players who are current players, and for a fan base to go into an atmosphere that was like that?
And it played out perfectly. It's
Hmm.
exactly what you would expect, right? As Lions fans, we've been waiting for this moment for a really long time, and it turned out exactly the way you wanted it to turn out. Lions win, the celebratory of the fans. Lions continue on in the playoffs. It's just been awesome. And then to see, the celebrities come out and they're happy. See the old fans that's been fans for forever. They're happy. It was amazing to watch just the chants and how happy the fans were.
It is, and uh, let's talk about the real fans, right? And this is no disrespect to anyone, but I'm talking about the ones that are there week in and week out, not showing up just because the team is winning, not doing certain things because it's just all of a sudden this new things. But there are fans, man, that have been there through everything. I mean, they've been there for years and years and years. They've come to the games, they've paid for the tickets, they have, you know, went through the weather, they've traveled, they've done all these things. Those are the real fans. Those are the loyal fans. I am an alum. I'm someone who cheers them wherever I'm at, whenever I can, as often as I can. But some people, you're just not going to be more loyal than. That's the reason why it was loud. Seeing the celebrities come out, seeing them come out and be visible and showing their support and using their platform to kind of, show where they kind of, you know, I guess support is cool. And it's good to find out who they are because we haven't seen them until really just being more visible until like now. But it's good to know that it extends into that realm of people and that platform. So, but for those that have been bleeding it, man, and just really being there for it, kudos to them. The team is special.
And when you look at this game that just took place, the Rams and the Lions, what was the biggest takeaway you took from this victory on Sunday?
The biggest thing I took was, you know, the Lions have created a culture, and we'll hear people talk about that a lot. They've created a culture where it is about the team, it's about winning. the takeaway I get is that they win together, they lose together. They come back together. They when the offense is going through a lull, defense does what it can to step in. Does it always is it always successful? No. Offensively, when they know they have to carry it until defense gets together, that's what you get when you have a team. There's no bickering. There's no if we had this or we had a better that, then we would be at this place. Um, I'm enjoying watching the success that they're having. I'm enjoying when I see them out on the field and you have an offense that gets out and they're hot. I mean, on fire. And then all of a sudden they go cold in the second half. Defense has to step up. They have to make stops. You got the Rams offense that's coming on strong. They're gaining momentum. And then all of a sudden the dust settles. And now it's about being back to strategy and doing. I mean, that's what I saw. I saw a full game with a team that went through peaks and valleys, but ultimately they figured out a way to do one thing, win.
And that's all that matters is winning. And just we got a game on Sunday. Tampa Bay coming to the Detroit Lions. We already faced them this year. We beat them 20-6. What are you looking forward to in this game? Do you think the Lions have a shot? Do you think they win big? Do you think they lose? What do you think when you look at this matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
This is going to be an interesting matchup because Tampa Bay has gotten better. They are playing at a different level. We saw what they did to Philadelphia. Philadelphia obviously is a team that's on a tremendous slide, one of the most epic meltdowns I think we've seen in recent NFL history. But with Tampa Bay, they are a team that defensively seems to be playing with a little bit more speed, a little bit more aggressiveness. Offensively, Mayfield is playing a little bit better. Um, I think with Tampa, this team is really going to have to get after him. I think keeping him in the pocket is going to be really their best bet because he's got to see over the lineman. He's got to make certain throws downfield. And I think there are going to be some opportunities for interceptions. I think there's going to be some opportunities. But if they let them get rhythm, they have offensive guys that can beat you. They do. They have playmakers. They have the ability to run the football when the opportunity's there. Defensively, they can get pressure. So this is going to be a little bit more balanced team than what we saw the Lions defeat earlier in the season. Um, but at home, this team is playing at a level that I think will help them get to even another playoff victory. I mean, I really see this as being the best scenario that they could have had for this home game in the divisional conference playoffs. I look for the Lions to win this game. I do. It won't be easy, but I see them as being an opportunity to win another football game.
I agree with you. I think the Lions are going to win this game. I think they're the better football team all around at home. It's a different beast at Ford
Yeah.
Field. It is really a different beast out there, and it's got to be difficult to be a team coming here. And thanks to the Green Bay Packers for knocking the Dallas Cowboys out, it's at home. Now, if the Lions win and the Packers win, it could be an NFC Championship game at Ford Field.
That's Super Bowl. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my 2 cents in. If the Packers win and the Lions win, and it comes back to Ford Field to decide who goes to the Super Bowl, we will do any and everything necessary to make sure we end up in Las Vegas and that we end up at the Super Bowl. I'm just telling you that right now. It is it. I will rather have egg on my face right now and just say he got it wrong. Put that scenario on the table. Lions get their first Super Bowl.
If that happens, I think the stars are aligning. Like everything it's for this season, and there's no way. You know what I'm saying? It would happen. Would be nuts. Could you imagine the atmosphere at Ford Field holding the NFC Championship against the Packers? Oh
I
my
mean,
God!
we may have to bring military security, like that level. You're not going to get it done with DPS. Like it's going to be too overwhelming, and they're going to all probably want to come to the game anyway. So we need to bring in some people so they can enjoy the atmosphere inside. We need to make sure we celebrate, and we got to figure out other venues. I think Little Caesars Arena. I think we got to go. Any movie theater that's in the area, everyone needs to just open up their screen. We're gonna set records in terms of people who are viewing the game. So come on, man, you get me all excited about that, man. Come on,
I'm
let
getting
that happen.
excited thinking about it's been contemplating in my mind every day since we won the game, and it's like it's not fictional. It's actually
Yeah,
could legit happen. The Lions are favored to win on Sunday, and we've seen what the Packers just did to Dallas. Could they do it to San Francisco? It's possible. I still think San Francisco is the better football team. What if the Lions got to travel to San Francisco? It
tough
would
game.
be. That's a tough game. It's tough.
That's worst case scenario. That's one that, and it's not that it's again an impossible task. It's not an impossible feat. It just makes it just the difficulty goes up quite a bit. Just traveling to a team that's been best in the NFL this year, that has so many ways in which they can win. They can even win with their defense. So, man, I would not want them to go there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely want
Yeah,
that home game. Want to host the Green Bay Packers. We'll find out on Saturday. That's when they play. So we'll at least know, right? If the Lions win, where we're going to be playing. It would be great to be at Ford Field for sure. So do you got the Detroit Lions making the Super Bowl just right now?
if they win, put like this, I have them going at least to the division championship game in a very competitive way, even if it's in San Francisco. But if it comes back home, punch their ticket. Punch their
Oof.
ticket. I'm just telling you, punch their ticket.
The Lions go to the Super Bowl. It would be the craziest thing in the Detroit area. I couldn't even imagine what would be. It'd be Devil's Night, times 10 over there. House would be burning down and everything. Herm, I appreciate you getting on here talking some Lions. Why should people like this video?
Because they get to hear about all the great things that are happening with the Lions, and they get to see you and I, and especially me, smile and be really, really happy about what's going on. So they have to come on, they have to like, they have to subscribe, and join the nation. Join us as we continue to grow. And it's not about drinking just the Kool-Aid. It's about living and breathing. It's about the blue going through our veins. Let's go.
That's right. Going through the veins, man. I like that video. With that said, folks, adios.